Good morning. Pleasure to be here. My name is Alistair Still. I'm the CEO of GoldMining Inc. I've been with the company about 2 years now. A very exciting time to have joined the company. We have some exciting catalysts, which I'll walk you through today. I will be making some forward-looking statements, so I encourage you to look this up on our website. But let's get right into the simple hypothesis of the company. I think what we have is unique in our industry. We have a very compelling combination that is a combination of a very extensive resource portfolio, over 32 million gold equivalent ounces, all throughout the Americas, combined with an exceptionally strong balance sheet. So the two together make for an excellent combination. Let us move forward to unlock further value from the portfolio. And in fact, that to me is the key change for our company. What are the catalysts we have is that we've taken a portfolio very rich in properties. We're now starting to unpackage those, unlock value, and show and demonstrate the value of those individual assets through a number of activities that we are currently underway with. What we have done over the past 2 years, we've started this journey of unlocking value. One of the first key steps on that was the creation of a company called Gold Royalty Corp. We launched that just over 2 years ago. We currently are the largest shareholder in that company. We own over 21 million shares. We own about 15% of the company. That has grown from a company of 17 royalties that were created from within our portfolio to a company now that owns over 200 royalties, producing on 8 properties in the Americas, showing a 60% compounded annual growth rate. The benefit to GoldMining and our shareholders, we have a very significant portion on our balance sheet, and as an added bonus, that company is now paying us an annual cash dividend of almost $1 million a year. So it's nice to have some income coming in from that holding as well. Building on the success of that launch of Gold Royalty, we plan a new IPO coming up this quarter, which will be the launch of US GoldMining Inc., and we'll go through some details there. Very large project we have in Alaska, a gold and copper project, almost 10 million gold equivalent ounces. We're getting set to launch that publicly, following upon the success of what we did with Gold Royalty Corp. So if you look at the past trends and where people have made an investment hypothesis into gold mining, gold mining has been a great barometer and outperformed significantly both the gold price and the GDXJ as an index in the last few bull runs in the gold price. If we look on the chart on the left, we see what happened when the price rose some 30%. This is the gold price on the bottom. The gray line is the GDXJ as an index to show how a rising tide effectively lifts all boats. The net effect, though, was that gold mining outperformed them all with over 500% return. So a great leverage to the price of gold. The same thing repeated itself in the last bull run cycle up until August 2020. Price of gold went up over 50% in that time period. The GDXJ also rose, but as you can see here, gold mining outperformed it all with an over 400% return. I would emphasize that in this model here, this is when gold mining was essentially a holding company. It was buying projects, dips in the market, very opportune moments, waiting for a rise in the gold price, waiting to unlock value. What we're adding to this story now is a program of advancing our own projects. We can unlock the value, which will serve as an accelerator to an already established strong business model. Our projects are entirely within the Americas. We have 9 projects that make up the 32 million gold equivalent ounces. Over 80% of the commodity exposure is to gold. But we do have a growing piece of copper within there, and there's strategic copper as a byproduct within a couple of our projects, particularly the project we have in Alaska. And I'd point out we have almost 3 billion pounds of copper on our resources, and that's becoming an important piece of our portfolio going forward. We also do have one small project. It's a remnant from a previous acquisition. We have a uranium project in the Athabascan Basin. It's over 100,000 hectares. It's not a project we're likely to advance ourselves, but it's something that captures very little value in our portfolio, another opportunity to unlock value from it going forward. Simple overview of the company at a glance. You can see we have a very tight share structure. There's no warrants on this. With just over 150 million shares outstanding. We trade on the TSX and the NYSE American. There's good liquidity in the stock. It's a $250 million market cap company. We trade over 1.3 million shares on average a day on the NYSE American, so there's good liquidity. We do have coverage from 4 companies, and we have some very serious, significant institutional key shareholders as well who've backed our company with their own money. We have also recently, as we start to advance our projects, established our own ESG team, which is very important. That allowed us to successfully drill in Colombia without any environmental or local stakeholder challenges. We're doing the pre-work in Alaska so that we're ready to hit the ground running there. But this is becoming an essential part of our business. It's one that I bring a background working for the majors to, and all our team is very much committed to our ESG focus. So where have our successes come from, and what are the catalysts going forward? The first project I'll talk about is what we have next on the dock for a significant milestone for us, which will be the launch of the IPO of our Whistler project into a new entity, which we've renamed US GoldMining Inc. We'll be doing a public listing on that, and that should be planned for the first quarter of this year. And then we can also touch briefly on the drilling success that we've had this year in Colombia. You know, why do we like our Whistler project in Alaska? Well, first of all, we love Alaska as a jurisdiction. It's ranked in the top 5 globally by the Fraser Institute, not only on mineral exploration potential index, but also on the investment attractiveness as well. We're in a great part of the state. We're less than 100 miles from Anchorage. We're the largest major project in the state near Anchorage. And in fact, one of the catalysts for us launching this is the state doing their own initiative, spending their own money on a Road to Resources program. They're actually encouraging investment and economic development in the part of the state we are in. They're spending $8.5 million of state money building a road that goes right to our property. It's a sizable resource. It's 9.5 million gold equivalent ounces, has the potential to grow more. In the last 2 years, a neighbor has come in and made a 10 million ounce discovery, so we have a growing district. It's getting the attention of the majors. We have a component of copper on the project, which is very important as well. And so we see a lot of opportunity here, and we've brought in an exceptional team. We've brought in Tim Smith, who we've brought over from Newmont. He was leading their exploration efforts for North America. Tim also made a significant discovery nearby in the Yukon, a company called Kaminak that was bought for over $500 million by Goldcorp. So we're bringing an experienced technical team to lead our advancements on US gold mining. The second major catalyst that we've had recently is our drill activity at our La Mina project in Colombia. We conducted the company's first drill program there in 2022, a very successful drill program that resulted in the addition of over 1.2 million gold equivalent ounces into our resource statement. We announced this last week. This was all conducted for a total cost of just over $1 per ounce. So great efficiency, great success for us. We had a PEA study on the project done in 2022. We'll be looking to update that PEA study in the second quarter of this year, so stay tuned more as we demonstrate how those resources can go right to enhancing the NAV value on this one project. So that's a quick snapshot of GoldMining Inc. It's a greatly positioned company with a strong balance sheet, strong portfolio of assets. We've enhanced our technical team and management. We've also recently announced that David Garofalo has joined our team as our co-chairman. David and I worked together many years together at Goldcorp. He's going to come work alongside Amir as we continue to grow this company, so it's bringing in some excellent strength to our team at the top and on the technical side. Stay tuned for those key catalysts as we go forward. The drilling at La Mina, which resulted in our discovery, we'll build upon that with our PEA study. And stay tuned for the launch of US GoldMining Inc., the next exciting chapter of our future. Stay tuned for the IPO launch of that coming up. Should be this quarter. Thank you.